Hi Cancers, this is your general energy reading for the week of July 27th through the 31st. I will be getting clarity on a situation that you'll be dealing with that week, and then afterwards I'll get some advice from your guides. To start off, the overall energy for this reading is the Four of Wands, the reverse. So this is around not being able to reunite with someone for support and stability. For the recent past, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So you recently missed out on an opportunity to connect with someone after not putting the effort and focus into it. And this is causing some pessimism. This could be because of possibly setbacks to something that you originally were enthusiastic about, leading to some instability, some uncertainty, some confusion. For the immediate future, you have the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So after missing out on this opportunity to connect with someone, it's causing you to neglect yourself, your health and well-being through this missed opportunity because of not putting the effort or focus into connecting to this Queen of Wands connection. And this neglecting yourself, your well-being, is causing some unhappiness. You're really overindulging in pessimism here. Possibly some low self-esteem. And it's leading you to having to find the courage to meet the challenges of this instability that you're facing. For the immediate outcome, you have the Sun card, the Ace of Cups, the Star card, and the Queen of Cups. Feeling some sadness over not accepting a new opportunity for happiness. Because of a lack of clarity. After not putting any effort to connect with this person. This is causing a loss of hope. Focusing on the negative, thinking the worst case scenarios. Leading you to reaching out to connect to this Queen of Wands, this Queen of Cups. Trying to meet the challenges of this instability. I went ahead and pulled a few clarification cards to get a clear picture of what's going on underneath for you. For the overall energy, for the reverse Four of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So not being able to reunite or want to reunite with someone for support and stability is through receiving new communication for clarity. After making a reckless decision to miss out on an opportunity to reunite because of delayed or blocked communication. For the recent past, for the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. So missing out on an opportunity to connect with someone for support, stability, after not putting any effort in connecting to this King of Cups. For some of you, this could be a healer or a spouse. This could be leaning more to a healer. Not putting, possibly a new one, after not being able to connect to some type of professional, or not wanting to connect to this professional, so that you can take your power back, gain freedom, escape from it. It looks like you haven't put any new effort into maybe a new one. Or reconnecting to this, trying to reconnect with this person. For the Page of Wands, you have the Five of Wands, the Lovers, and the Queen of Swords. So after missing out on an opportunity, you're starting to feel pessimistic around the setbacks that's created by cutting off this connection, this Queen of Swords, this professional, not connecting with them, after not wanting to reunite with this partner, disconnect from it, separate from them, to bring it into conflict. For the Two of Pentacles, you have the Devil, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands. And this is leading to some instability regarding procrastination on trying to reconnect with a new connection or this connection again in this situation, after trying to let go of the past and move on by gaining freedom from, or through gaining freedom from, a toxic connection or toxic situation. For the immediate future, for the Queen of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Wands, and the Hierophant. So this missed opportunity is causing you to neglect your well-being and health. After not connecting, not putting the effort to connect to this Queen of Wands for a formal or long-term commitment, or this could be through some type of teacher mentorship situation. After not choosing to connect to this King of Swords connection, this professional or ex connection of yours, hoping for positive change. Maybe you're looking for a better option. For the Nine of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Moon card, and the Nine of Wands. But neglecting yourself is causing some extreme unhappiness because of the unexpected problems that are coming up regarding not connecting to a professional. After creating some misunderstandings around the truth of not wanting to reunite with this partnership, because of not wanting to put in very much effort into bringing it into conflict or resistance of something, or not wanting to take any type of responsibilities for bringing it into this conflict. For the Seven of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card. And that's leading to having to find the courage to meet the challenges of this instability, this uncertainty. This is trying to meet the challenges of this, your resistance to change through this procrastination of connecting with someone. After trying to let go of the past and not connect to this Queen of Wands character, this could be this King of Swords, this ex-partner, this ex-professional of yours, trying to not connect with them for a new opportunity for happiness, because you're wanting to really find freedom from this toxic connection or toxic situation, or find your independence from it. For the immediate outcome for the Sun card, you have the Page of Swords, the Judgment, and the Page of Cups. After feeling sadness over unhappiness, sadness over not accepting a new opportunity for happiness because of a lack of clarity around not wanting to put any effort into this Queen of Wands connection. This lack of clarity led to some trust issues, or receiving some unhappy or discouraging news around finding a new connection. After receiving or hearing unfair blame or false accusations around not connecting to this ex connection, this professional, because of a lack of communication or lack of new information, because you were trying to create positive changes by taking your power back or escaping, gaining freedom from something. For the Star card, you have the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So not accepting a new opportunity for happiness is causing a loss of hope in the situation. Loss of hope after not being able to move on from a difficult situation, after not connecting with this Queen of Swords, this Queen of Wands character that you're having a difficult time with or a toxic connection with. You're not being able to move on from this situation, that you won't be able to move on from it after you didn't accept an opportunity to reunite with this connection through a loss of control, a loss of power, bringing it into your resistance to something, building some conflict around something, because they're not putting very much effort into it. So, for the Queen of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, and the High Priestess. So this loss of hope, because of the setback to something you originally started out with, because it was just really bad timing, leading you to reach out to this Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, this ex-partner, this one that you didn't want to reunite with. You're reaching out to connect with them regarding your incorrect judgment to resist change through procrastination. Because you're trying to avoid or delay this release of this toxic connection. Which it should, at some point, inevitably happen. But right now you're trying to avoid and delay this release of it. Because you're hoping for a new opportunity for happiness. Now let's see what your guides have to say. Any advice for the Cancers watching? Great adventure. Take a risk, venture forth. Take a risk. At the end of your life, you are more likely to regret the things you didn't do than the things you did do. Take risk. Not every risk enables success, but if you don't try, you'll never know what remarkable experiences were available to you. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you'll discover new talents and abilities. Playing safe in the long run is no safer than venturing forth with glee. To quote Helen Keller, life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Hoist your sails, catch the trade winds of adventure and enter the open seas. Explore new ports of call. It's easy to stay safe in the harbor, but that's not where the juice of life is. When you sail the open seas without knowing what the day will bring, life force energy is activated within you. There's no guarantee when you take a risk, but be willing to go out on a limb. That's where the best fruit is. When you push yourself beyond your personal boundaries, life is so much more fulfilling. And that is it for the Cancer reading, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.